All right. See. Can't hear nothing. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, man. So I meant to say this before I even press record, but since we record anyway, man, you know what I don't like, man? I was just thinking about this, was be so like cheesy to me.
Mm.
When people find out what you do as like a creative or whatever, and try to have you do that on the spot. So it's like if I rap or whatever. So like
Yeah,
somebody, oh, you rap? Oh, go ahead, kick rap for me then. Go ahead
yeah,
and say a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, man, don't do
yeah.
that. I never loved that because it's like I think it only happens like that in dang, that glare look crazy, but it only happens like that in I gotta just take my glass off 'cause that's what it's hitting off of my glasses. But that only happens in the creative space.
Right,
Like you can't just walk up to someone that you find out is a ball player and be like, go ahead and shoot a basket then.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or like a chef or something, and be like, "Oh yeah, cook me some
Yeah.
food, man."
You find out
Uh,
you meet a stripper or something, you know what I'm saying? You find out it's just a casual conversation. What do you do? I dance. Oh, you dance. You go,
oh
honey, go
damn.
and bust it open right quick. Bust it open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that, man. I don't know. I always thought it's almost like if you rap or someone that sings, whatever. Oh, well, sing something then. Sing something.
Mm,
Like it's almost like I'm putting you on the spot so I can if you mess up, now you're embarrassed. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what it always seemed like for me. I don't know. I always thought, oh man, that's so cheesy. I hate when people try to have people do that, like try to make them sing or rap or whatever. I guess that glare just kind of bugging me out. But yeah, man, I don't know. I always thought about that. Like no. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
uh you know what song I was thinking about today, and I like this is just a flawless like song.
Mm.
Jealousy by Slum Village.
Oh,
Cause the
yeah,
hook is like, I feel like they didn't write that. It just was like it was vibes. Like, hey, we got, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I just found myself singing it earlier today. I was just walking around, people, hey,
yeah.
on some people, and it's like it's on subject. It's telling, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Say, well, envy. Oh, this shit's so cold. This is from the beat. Everybody had a different flow that was in pocket, and yeah, that was a flawless song. I kind of structured a lot of my
Oh
flows
yeah.
now. I structured off just listening to a lot of Some Village early on.
And Dilla's flow on that one was
Man, jealousy make you
he
say
was
what the
out
fuck?
there on like every track of that
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just make this goes out to my just talking to same Debbie Dub tapes and walking this no life, have a
That
life,
would.
stalking a bitch, broke
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
cracking me up. Play hating, playing no jacking me. Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I
that
don't want to do it.
he was in
Y'all
his
want
pocket
to
on
back
that,
me up
dog.
hardcore. Fuck
Yeah,
rap. Is that
having a
backwood
gap, but
hardcore? Yeah, pimp
yeah,
smacking
man.
wood. Yeah,
But
good
man,
shit. Like 55 for back of good. Ah, shit. That's
man,
be yours. Straps. Oh, don't get
crazy
jealous because
flow,
of that.
man.
Stack them up. Say but.
That flow just was crazy. I was just thinking about it
Yeah,
earlier today, like, damn, man, this song is flawless, dog. Super
yeah.
flawless, man. But while we are here, first and foremost, what up, though? I thought I forgot back at it with the intro. Just did a quick cold open right there.
Mm.
Marvel of the Minds podcast, Marvel of the Minds podcast. I'm name tag Alexander. Peace of mind right here with me. What's going on, man?
Shit, excited is beyond words. Like watching that episode, I was damn near speechless
Tuned
at
in.
multiple points, and I kept doing the
Tuned in.
Leo, whoa,
Yeah, man. But we back at it. Back at it, episode 78. X-Men 97 season 2 episode 4. This one was titled Rise of Apocalypse part 2 because if y'all saw the premiere season 2 of X-Men, X-Men 97, it was, I forget the first two titles of those episodes, but they dropped three parts, three
mm,
episodes at a time, I mean. And the third one was called Rise of Apocalypse part 1, which I said then I was like, this was the better of the three that dropped.
yeah,
But this one
absolutely,
here, it kind of ties in because we liked X-Men 97 season 1 solely based off like Bo DeMaio's hand involvement, you know what I mean?
hmm,
From the writing and the production and everything. So, well, just writing, I should say the writing. But yeah, this one was written also by Bo DeMaio. We have a quick recap of the episode. It basically follows up with part one. The alliance between the X-Men and Insabanu, aka Apocalypse, reaches its breaking point as Ramatut makes his move for ultimate power. Loyalties are tested, history is written before our eyes, and Apocalypse fully embraces the destiny that's been building since the season premiere. The episode delivers some emotional gut punches, a shocking sacrifice, and an ending that leaves the future of X-Men more uncertain than ever. Let's get right to it, man. The Run the Stones ranking, for those of y'all who's new, if you're watching the live and you tapped in, pretty much we always do per episode for whatever TV show through Marvel that we're reviewing or discussing for the most part. Same with the movies. We give it a Run the Stones ranking. Hey, Run the Stone, get it, play on Killer Mike and LP. But Infinity Stones, get it. But so out of 6 Infinity Stones, I'm gonna put it on UP. Pause. What do you get this episode?
Easily 6. Easily.
6,
Don't
easy.
even didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, honestly, because at first I was watching the episode in my mind, already critiquing. I was like, well, not critiquing, but just thinking about
Yeah.
the pod. And I'm like, yeah, I get this a 5 out of 6 until till the very ending. And it was like, oh, yo, like 6 out of 6, easy. 6 Infinity Stones, definitely, man. Do you feel like just before we I guess we could lead to it. Magneto dies, right? Magnus, Magnus, my Magnus. Like, man, yeah, dog. But it kind of it came back around because they showed in season 1 that Charles and Magneto had why they bond was their bond because of how they met, and everything, and figuring out each other's power. You know what I mean? So it came back
Yeah.
around. So it was like, yeah, that had to, even though they were like, it's like Magneto would go against the X-Men. I remember from watching the original series, but it was like you never felt fully like he was the villain when it
Right.
came down to him and Professor X, Xavier or whatever. So yeah, this one was pretty interesting to see. Like, dang, he was folded over that, man. It tore him up bad. Did that surprise you though with Magneto's death?
Yeah, I didn't see that happening like this early in the season. Like maybe if it was like season finale or something like that, but I was
Yeah,
like, oh shit, like
right. They got right to it.
just
Got right to
vaporized
it.
them.
Yeah, dog. I was like, damn.
Mm.
Uh, do you think it'll be something that just he's not in the rest of the season, or do you feel like
Nah,
they'll
he'll come
follow?
back.
Yeah, I was
He'll
about to
come
say
back.
like because it's still based off the original animated series, which obviously is based off of the comics, and in the
Right.
comics you can always easily just bring people back. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
just like we know Gambit at some point gonna come back because being a part of the
Right.
Four Horsemen or whatever. What I wanted to ask you, man, and just to kind of we jumping ahead. It's no particular order as far as my notes, but what did that end credits or whatever the post credit scene? Um, I was kind of for a second, I was like, "Yo, is this back to present day?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cause so when we first see Wolverine in season 2, where he's still got the bone claws or whatever, was
Yeah.
that the future or was that also present day?
That was present day.
Okay, both times.
Wolverine didn't take the trip with everybody.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
He
Okay.
was left behind.
Okay. In present day. Yep.
Yeah,
See, I
yeah,
didn't know that. I don't know why I thought he went either in the past or you know what, now that I think about it,
yeah.
yeah, they did not show him placed in like the future or the past at that time, but all they
Right.
showed in the present was just like Apocalypse walking around and you saw it confirmed Gambit was, officially dead or whatever, and
Yeah.
just yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense now. Damn, I don't know why I thought. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I remember but I thought it was dope. Do you think with them showing that post cred, are they gonna stick with the Apocalypse story, or is it because the Age of Apocalypse, he always comes back every, throughout the X-Men series, right? From the original?
Yeah, I think it was towards the end when he came back. There was no follow up to it because the show just kind of stopped without, warning or anything. So this is kind of, I suppose, like the
Yeah.
continuation of that because he wasn't done. Like he
Yeah.
keeps coming back. I mean, it was like that celestial or said or it was somebody I think it was they were like apocalypse is inevitable. Like there is
Inevitable.
no
Yeah.
way
Oh, that
around
was
him. He will always
Immortus.
be. Yeah.
Immortus. Yeah, Immortus
Or
said
not
that.
not Mortis, but Ramatut.
Well, yeah. Immortus
Because
was
they're
in. He was
technically they're
in.
different kings. And Mortis is a different king than the Ramatut king.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, because that gets confusing. That gets confusing with
Yeah, it
that with
does.
the Kang storyline. Because
Especially
I'm
with
like,
the way
it's
that they did with the MCU, like movies and shows, a little different than comics and animated
right.
series.
Yeah, man. Yeah, super interesting though. But so
But the team,
how with what's going on with Logan? How do you think that's gonna connect now? Is he just was you know what I mean with him going meeting with Captain America and Black Widow at the
yeah.
end?
So I mean, I would assume that he's going to go try to find a way to get his adamantium back into his
Yeah.
bones. But like there's a retcon that happened in the comics where Captain America, his serum was actually developed within the Weapon X program,
Wow.
along with Man Thing, and I want to say there's somebody else. It's not just Logan in the Weapon X. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the team that he's talking about putting together, or if he's talking about X Force, or I mean, he was in the Avengers for a little bit. He was in Fantastic Four
I
for even a
I think
shorter
it'd be
little
dope
bit.
to see like the expansion of like the Weapon X universe.
Mm,
I think that'd be kind of dope. Like
I think that would be super dope.
I
But
wouldn't want Disney to have his hands on that too much though. Cause that
mm,
that would have been something I thought, you know what, back when they did the Netflix, when they first hit the scene with the Netflix shows, it'd
mm,
have been perfect back then. Or like during whatever network Agents of Shield was on. Could have
yeah,
did it
yeah,
back
yeah.
then, something like that. Like that, you ain't got to had too much of a crazy like special effects budget for that. You know what I mean? I
Mm,
would think, but so that would have been dope. Matter of fact, it probably ain't too late, especially with the mutants coming. You can still
yeah.
always, obviously they're gonna have a nice focus on they're gonna have a nice focus on Logan at some point, especially if Hugh Jackman just keep playing the character for now
Mm-hmm.
and just have a little universes based on Weapon X. That'd be have it like loosely connected to the MCU. That could still work, but I think that'd be fire because like
Mm-hmm.
you said, he wasn't the only one. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that'd be super dope. Yep. For you, what because it was man, everybody was cooking this episode. Everybody was cooking.
So many
Who
quotables.
which character do you feel like won the episode?
I mean, I would say Apocalypse.
Straight?
Yeah, definitely Apocalypse.
Okay.
Like Charles had some shit like where he said you're something like your mother was right to have abandoned you. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
Charles, like, bro, that's whoa.
Cooking. He said
Um,
that one line. What did he say about the ant or
oh yeah,
whatever?
he said powerful something doesn't feel strong when they step on an ant or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And as he
yeah.
was walking over him, I was like, oh my god, this
Magneto
dude
had a
is
fire
cold.
quotable too. I forgot what it was, though. Like, man, Magneto strikes again with the one with the one liners,
Eesh.
man. Yeah. Yeah, I would say you say Apocalypse. I would have to
Yeah.
say Bishop, dog. Bishop wasn't
Bishop.
playing with them, dog. He like, hey man, we got to get out of
Yeah.
here. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all what makes sense. He was thinking the more
Yeah.
logic. He had the most, logical sense or whatever as far as like what they need to do. Like, we got to get up out of here. Basically, this is the
Right.
inevitable. He gonna be apocalypse in whatever timeline we in or whatever. It's gonna happen. So let's get out of here.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. What so far for you? Because we what? Damn, 4 episodes in, right? So
Yeah.
has what's been the biggest surprise for you this season as far as like I did not expect that. Let's say besides Magneto's death.
Um, I would say I mean it's a combination of a couple things. I mean, I wasn't surprised to see Kang in Egypt. I was
Word.
excited. But kind of when they stumbled upon the ship, the celestial ship, and all the murals that were there that had already laid everything out, like I was
Right.
like, oh shit, yeah, okay, this is
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yes.
yeah.
Looking crazy. I would say I'm trying to
Yo,
think
but real
what's
before you get to that, like in that ship, that celestial, I'm pretty sure is the same celestial that was like they showed at the beginning of, was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
oh yeah,
The
yeah,
one
yeah.
who had the power stone on the staff.
Yep.
That's the same celestial. And I think, was that the power stone that was in the middle
I forget that
of the
celestial's
ship?
name too. It was I just heard it too recently.
Something the Wanderer or
Something like
Explorer?
that. Something like that. I forget.
Asher, yeah, it was something. But I feel like it might have been the power stone that gave
Yeah.
Apocalypse that power. Like, because I think that's what that was in the center of that ship, in that ship,
Yeah. Yeah, you might be
which
right.
is sweet. I love that.
I gotta find out his name though, that one celestial though. I'm drawing a blank on it for sure. Do you feel like okay, well, we 4 episodes in. How many episodes they do the first season? Was it 8? Was it 8?
Or was it 10?
Or it might have been 10. I'll have to look it up. But
Yeah.
yeah, so do you feel like so far that this season is living up to the hype? Because we was anticipating season 2, man.
I mean, in my opinion, this season has already started off way stronger than the first season started. Within the first 4 episodes,
Word.
like just comparing, this one blows it out the water.
And that's
Like,
because with season 1, it was like this is where we left off after
mhm,
the final
yeah,
season, whatever the animated series or whatever, with Charles going off and supposedly into space.
yeah,
Um, it wasn't really a lot of action quite yet until like mid through, and then here we
yeah,
are with this season by shoot, what was it, episode 2? I feel like is where a lot of action was going on because that was a Jubilee
right,
episode, and then by episode 3 it was the Age of Apocalypse or whatever. So yeah, this definitely they starting off with a bang already. Then
yeah,
got Kang in there. Kang was like, "Hey man, listen, I ain't got time for this. We out of here. We out of here." I
yeah,
told y'all he is inevitable, and we don't got time. We not. I seen this happen. I seen it happen.
yeah,
Kane, I conquered time. Like I seen this happen way too many times. I'm about to go off, and he ain't say it, but I'm about to go off and fight the Avengers a bunch of times.
right.
Pretty
And
much.
then Chandra, is that her name, Chandra?
I'm not
That
familiar
that
with the
that chick who Kang left behind is like an immortal
yeah.
mutant, and
Oh
she actually was in the original X-Men series. She was the
yeah.
one that Gambit had to pay those bounties to for the Thieves and Assassin
It
Guild in
is that.
Louisiana.
Did Kang have run-ins with the X-Men in the beginning before he became like a major Avengers villain? Like, was that how it was in the comics?
Yeah, I mean, with like, I think it was like, was it Iron Man first, maybe,
Okay.
or I don't know.
I always thought in my mind, I always felt like Kang was like Fantastic Four connected. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I think that. Maybe because of the what do you call the pocket universe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
say
thinking of
it
that.
was, maybe it was Fantastic Four, but something keeps telling me it was Iron Man that he first,
Okay.
or somebody like that.
That's something. Damn,
Yeah,
we need like a show producer to look this stuff up.
I
Cause it'd
know.
be we do that a lot. We were like, where's it at? We feel like swiping over to the
Right.
iPad. Like,
Or
okay,
I
let me
need my
see.
iPad in front of me
Let me
so I
see.
can be typing shit in while I'm.
Cause I could have did it, but I be trying to just monitor the screen and watch everything. Like shit, we need like a
Yeah.
producer or something. Somebody just, hey, if y'all want to be a show producer for free, let us know and we
Right.
can work something out. Yeah, man. But yeah, I definitely like the fact that they brought Kane the Conqueror back. What?
Mm.
So, well, because it was at first it was Ramatut, and then when he left, he put on that helmet, and it was like, I'm out of
Yep,
here.
yep, yep.
Yeah, I got some other timelines to conquer because he had already conquered one of the time, like the whatever timeline it was where he enslaved in Shamanu. Is that how you pronounce? Is that how you say his name?
And Sabanu.
In Sabanu. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Sabanu. Yeah, so he had already conquered that timeline, but he knew what was gonna happen. So he like, I'm out of
Mm-hmm.
here. But do you feel like Are they gonna stick with time? Stick with time? Because I know this is like a core part of like some of the X-Men stories, like time travel or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you think that with this season, that's what they're gonna keep focusing on, like time traveling, whatever?
I don't think it'll be the main focus, but I think it will definitely play a role.
Okay. You feel like
Um,
they just need to kind of get off of it? Like, don't do the whole season with it just being about time travel, y'all.
yeah, might be a little too much. I mean, we're wrapping up to the end of the
Yeah.
multiverse saga, so just
Right.
hang in there. We'll get through it, and yeah, we'll get there. But
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be the main focus. But I think it has to tie in. They've been to shown three different timelines, or
Exactly.
ages,
Like I say, what present,
same
future,
timeline, but just different
and
ages.
past. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Did you have a
yeah.
favorite scene of this episode?
Whew. I liked everything in the ships, like seeing the mural, like that shit, that
Oh
like
yeah,
lore
yeah, yeah.
behind all that stuff is just so cool to me. And then seeing what I think is probably the power stone, that was
That
like giving him his power. I loved all that.
and well, I thought that was the scene too, where all the art was on the wall. That was where Apocalypse found out that they was playing in his face.
Yep,
Like he like, man, hold up. I
yep,
I'm like,
mm-hmm,
I become powerful. I become somebody,
yeah,
and they like, cause what do you? This is why sometimes Marvel always does great with their villains, man. They make it so nuanced. It's like, who are you to say? And sometimes the superheroes be looking from, oh, we protecting Earth or whatever. They be looking at it from a perspective of like, you can't be this powerful, but they know the future as well though, and they
yeah,
saw how that future looked, and it was like, well, yeah, these people are enslaved and everything, so no, you can't be of power. But he probably looking at it like, man, I grew up dirt poor,
mm-hmm,
so what if this is like a good thing for me? But so who are y'all to try to like? What did he say? Who are you to try to make me one of your X-Men or something like that? He
yeah,
said,
yeah.
yeah, 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 man. So I don't know. I want to know what you thought about that. Like, do you see it from the villain side where it's like, yeah, man, what y'all, what's
Oh,
up?
absolutely. And they didn't really used to do this, like nobody used to really do this much at all.
With the
Um,
villain, with making it like where you could kind of
Yeah,
see their
yeah,
point of view.
seeing things
Like,
from their perspective a little more
I
and
don't
not
like that
having
neither
them be
though.
just like a blood hungry, maniac hell bent on conquering everything.
I guess when you get older, we get used to like having nuance with our characters, some
Mm,
nuanced characters, whatever. So like we talked about this last episode. And I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, man, they real slick on how they try to do that. Like, yeah, look at the villain side, but also that's what make it genius. That's what make
yeah, yeah,
the content that they do pretty dope. I always thought that's what was better about Marvel's villains versus like the DC villains. DC villains would
right.
always be like somebody from space or whatever, and or if not space, is like somebody like you think Gotham, you think Superman villains, and it's always like the Gotham villains are never as nuanced for the most part.
Yeah.
So like Ra's al Ghul, like even if you look at it, you like, yeah, man, you just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm,
somebody like Bane or whatever. Like, yeah, you just villaining just to be villaining. That's not a word, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I saw because I was like, man, I don't ever remember watching the animated series and thinking like, man, I see why Apocalypse is why I see why he liked that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But
yeah,
but this is kind of it makes it more interesting because like I say, you get that kind of like I kind of see your point of view. You know what I'm saying? Here y'all come from
yeah,
y'all different time parts of the timeline because you know what's gonna happen. So you trying to stop. Basically, it's like, oh, y'all trying to stop me from being great. That's what Apocalypse is saying.
yeah.
But
Need to
yeah.
need to get a mug made. Apocalypse was right.
Oh man, man,
Yeah.
dead. Hey, yeah, man, that'd be funny. Who wins that fight between Apocalypse and Thanos?
Say what?
Who wins that fight between Apocalypse and Thanos?
Ooh, probably Apocalypse.
Okay, okay,
Probably, yeah.
because I ain't too hip. I don't know comics Thanos like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
don't think
know.
they've ever ran into each other really.
Hey, somebody make that happen with AI.
They
Apocalypse versus Thanos. What so you said
might
your
have. I can't.
because what did we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
We left off on your favorite scene. And you said it was the one with what?
On the ship,
The
just
ship. There's one
the
on the ship.
mural, that whole
Oh yeah,
reveal,
yeah, yeah.
like
Because that's
all of that.
okay.
Yeah,
That's I forgot that quick because I went on a tangent on Thanos and Apocalypse.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. I would have to say, damn, the fight, man, with Magneto, because it's like I felt
Mm,
like I kind of felt like I knew he was gonna die the moment everybody was trying to go to their respective like timelines, whatever, and he slapped the rings on them so he could send them
yeah,
off and he could stay behind. I was like, yeah, he about to die. He about to
yeah.
die. He out of there. Yep. That's only he out of here, whatever. But I thought that entire like scene, I was all like, yeah, this is dope. I would have to say that was my favorite scene.
Mm,
Uh, what do you think is about to happen next?
I would say Logan's gonna get his adamantium back. If not
Yeah,
adamantium, some other crazy alloy, vibranium. Um,
because he linked with Cap.
and maybe I don't
Yeah,
know. They could do
I
they
can
could
see
do
that.
anything. I mean,
I can see that. Yeah,
yeah, I
that
don't
could be
know. I
kind of
see
fire.
Chandra popping up again, and I think she's gonna be how Remy comes back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gambit. I think she'll be the key of Gambit coming back because I think she's gonna feel betrayed by Kang, and
Because
you know
at some
she's
point,
she's
Gambit
got
going
dealings with Apocalypse because she was like one
okay,
of his OG horsemen.
and at some
So
point, Gambit's gonna become a horseman member or whatever,
yeah,
right?
death
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. If so, if if you could have changed one thing about this episode, what would you have done different? Like maybe a certain scene, or would it have been a slightly different story than what we got?
Mm. I can, honestly, I can't say I would have changed anything really. Like it was, I mean, that's why I gave it 6. Like it was, it did exactly what it needed to do.
I
It had my attention. Like it was,
It's kind of
yeah,
hard for me to say I would change something and still say the episode was a 6 out of 6. But
yeah,
if I would
yeah,
have done something that I would have extended Kang's time there and I would have showed more with Kang and Apocalypse fighting.
yeah. That
Just
would have been cool.
Yeah, I would have wanted to see that because he once Ron Patel had let him know, like, hey man, this is inevitable. I've seen this multiple times. He's gonna become Apocalypse. He's a fixed point. He's gonna be Apocalypse no matter what. It is what it is. I'm out of here. I don't warn y'all. But you
Yeah,
see, if Kane would have like stayed behind and like went back and forth with Apocalypse, that'd have been kind of crazy.
but
I would have
that
wanted to
ain't
see that.
really that ain't really Kang though because he knows like
Yeah. It's
it's
kind of
time
like
to
a cheat.
dip. I'm
It's
out.
not even kind of. It is a cheat code with him just to know. Like,
Yeah,
man, I seen this episode before. I already know how it ends.
yeah,
I binged that
yeah.
already. Like, so I can tell you how it's gonna happen. Yeah,
Exactly.
man. Man, I hate that happened with Jonathan Majors. Man, I would have wanted to see more like Kang in the MCU, dog. We really got cheated out of that, man. Damn. Don't bring
Mm-hmm.
once it's met. Don't bring him back, man. No, he out of there now. Do it when y'all reboot the universe. Do it then.
Mm.
Let him be one of the early adapted villains. Like then, but then no, they go back to the whole time traveling thing, and a lot of people kind of they off that. Like, we want to get up out of there. So and the
Or or
multiverse.
or at least bring him back for a brief moment to have Doom kill a bunch of them, majority of them,
Dang,
because
Kenny,
we
what
need
up?
to see
I'm
what
looking at the
happened
chat. I
with
just
all
saw
those
y'all.
Kangs. They can't just leave
Yeah,
that there.
if they
You
do it,
know?
I do feel like it's something they'll do on Doomsday. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like maybe something real light. Like they ain't got to show it per se, but just I don't know, just maybe all of the Kang variants or something could have. You just see like a it looked like it could have been Jonathan Majors, but it's not, and just see like
mm,
multiple versions of him dead on the ground or whatever as the Kang variants,
yeah,
and just go off that like, oh well, Dune is a problem. I mean, Doom is a problem. Can't be fucked with. He did this to all these Kangs or whatever. So
yeah.
wrap it up like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But that's what I would have changed. But yeah, man, dope episode overall. We
Mm,
covered a lot of ground. I'm looking forward to seeing what episode 5 is gonna be like. I kind of want them to be slightly off the apocalypse story for now. I'm like, let's get to something else, and then maybe
Yeah,
y'all want to bring it back around. But you know what I
they'll
mean?
circle back to it.
Yeah, because even in the animated series, the OG one, he wasn't like it wasn't like he was the 6 episode series, and it was like like I say, he in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean that's how they did like the whole like every season there was basically the overarching, problem or whatever
yeah,
was going on, and then they'd spend like 2 or 3 like at most pretty much
yeah,
of different, you know.
with him. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but yeah, we'll be back at it for episode 79. We getting up there, man. We are getting up there. Because by the time we get to
Senior
Spider-Man
citizen
Brand New Day,
episodes.
we gonna definitely be in the 80s by then. By the
Man,
time Brand New Day hit, and who's to say by the time Doomsday drop? Because we get some episodes. It ain't about to be that long of a break
need to
after Brand New Day. So we'll get some
contact
episodes in.
AARP.
We'll definitely be up in there. Wait, why you say that? Oh, because
Because they're getting our
yeah,
episodes are getting up
yeah,
there in
yeah,
numbers, you know,
yeah.
senior citizens.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we'll be in the 80s, and I'm pretty sure like by the time
Yep.
Doomsday hit, we'll probably be done cracked 100. So
Hey,
we've been
let's
at
let's
it,
line
man.
that up and make that happen.
Make sure y'all tap the link in the if you're watching on YouTube, just tap one of the links you see to get some merch. You know what I mean? Some Marvel of the Minds merch. And yeah, I'd say where they can find you at. I almost
Peace of
as
mind,
always.
313 everywhere.
Yeah, man. Same here. Name tag Alexander across the board. We stream and download music. Depending on by the time you hear this episode, the label LP will be out. The LABL LP will be out. And depending on if you're watching this live, tap into the listening party for the label LP. That's going to be on nametag.bandcamp.com. Again, on July 11th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, it'll be at nametag.bandcamp.com with a live listening session for the label LP. And that's at July 11th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
I
until
think
next time, what's that?
I think the thing that you had sent me said it was like 7:30 a.m.
It's PM. I'm wondering if it's because of the time, dude. I double check, but no, it should be PM, 7:30
Yeah, or
PM.
maybe it was just for me because that's why I had messaged in that thing. I was like, damn, it's gonna be like
Nah, it
the
ain't gonna be no
middle of the
morning
night for
joint.
me.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Nope.
well, my
But yeah,
bad.
y'all. Until episode 79. Let's take it back to 79. But it's been Marvel of the Minds. Peace.